Hello, so we're learning to play Jingle Bells. In video 1, I tackled the right-hand melody, just to know the chorus bit that we do, which is this. So have a little listen. Well, play along with me, in fact. And if you can't play along with me, you might just want to go back to the previous video and have a little check of your notes, first of all. So we're starting on the E there. Okay, after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. So there's your basic tune. So that's going to be the right-hand part. And we're going to move the right hand up an octave higher. We're going to put it up here. One, because it sounds nice up there, but also it's going to leave you some more space to place your chords under here. Now, if you have a look at your music, which you should have there, and if you haven't got a copy, just email me, ask me for a copy, I can send you a copy of it. But anyway, you'll see that we've got the melody all written out here, but we've also got some chord names here. So these are these capital letters over the top. They're not notes, they're chords. And if you just get a capital C, that's C major. If you get a capital F, that's F major, C major. We've got a D major, G major, C major, F major, C major, G major, C major. So there's actually 4 chords here. 3 you'll already know really well. C major is this, with the C at the bottom. Then this is F major, with the F at the bottom. And then this is the G, with the G at the bottom. Now, if you go to play D major, you might well end up doing this. But if you listen carefully, can you hear that's actually a minor chord? We need to make that chord major by moving the middle note, what we call the third, 1, 2, 3, up a bit to the sharp. So D major, one of the things we learn as musicians is that D major has an F sharp in the middle of what we call the triad, the most basic form of that chord. So there we go. These are all major chords, but we just have to remember D major requires a black note to make it sound right. So C major, D major, F major, G major. Now, a very simple way to do this would be simply to play the tune nice and steadily, and whenever you see the chord, you play a chord. So at the beginning, you're going to have a C chord. Now, you might find yourself going, which sort of works, but you might want to just do one chord. Maybe one chord on each bar. Now, this is the bit where we've got, can you see you've got F chord over it? So we've got to put an F chord over it. Now, on the last F, which is on the next line, we're back on the C chord. And here's the D chord and the G chord. C chord. And you might like to put one on each bar. F chord. C chord. G chord. So, it's not very hard, but you've just got to be careful to get the chord in the right place to begin with. Now, the great thing about using chord symbols when you're playing is that after a while you'll realise that there's more that you can do with the chord. So instead of just going, you might do something like this. We could use a broken chord. Now, a broken chord can be anything, any way, an interesting rhythm that you break up the chord. So it could be, or all sorts of things could be broken chords. For Jingle Bells, this works really well. So I'm keeping it light and bouncy, a bit like a trotting pony pulling a sleigh along, perhaps. So we go like this. So that takes a little bit of coordination to get that to run right. Okay, so what I would suggest is make sure you can play it with just the basic chords first, but I'll just finish off now by playing it all using that slightly more interesting rhythm. I'm not going to do anything different with the rhythm. I'm just going to play that rhythm all the way through, but I'm going to do it in the different positions. And at the very end, I'm going to go, I'm just going to stop on the C. So here we are. Here's the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4.